The Woodstock River Bandits are on the air from Falcon Field on the campus of Central High School in Woodstock, Virginia. It is the 2023 Woodstock River Bandits and the Valley Baseball League. Tonight, the Bandits host the Culpeper Cavaliers. Good evening, everyone. I'm Craig Orndorff. Glad to be with you tonight as the Bandits return home. First of two in a row. And the Bandits currently come in with a record of 5-4. They're 3 games back of first place Purcellville. They're in a 4-way tie for second place. Last time out, wild one in Winchester where they fell 15-14. Meanwhile, Culpeper comes in. They are 3-6, tied for 11th in the division, but just 5 games back of first. They come off a victory on Sunday. They also scored 14 runs, but they were victorious in a big way. 14-0 shutout of Newmarket. Well, tonight, Hunter Smith gets the baseball for the Bandits. Hunter making his second start. First time out, went 4 innings, allowed 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 were earned, did not walk anybody, and struck out 7. He got no decision. And for Culpeper, here's their batting order tonight. Matt Gibberti, the center fielder, will lead off. Jack Terosian in left field will hit second. Connor Mariniak, the shortstop, bats third. David Coppage, the DH, bats fourth. Charles Crawford, the third baseman, will bat fifth. 6 is the right fielder, Kian Vu. Quinn Rooks, the first baseman, hits seventh. The catcher, Alonzo Paul, is eighth. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Ethan Serrano. And there is ball one as we get started at 7:02. Ball one to Matt Gibberti, the center fielder, takes outside for ball 2. Gibberti, a 409 average. Left-handed batter, 5'11" from Harvard, takes a strike. And it's 2-1. Cut on and missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Smith deals, and he threw it by him. Gibberti down on strikes.
Now batting, senior from Creighton University, left fielder.
And 1 gone. Jack Terosian, the left fielder, coming up. Another left-handed batter. He's out of Creighton, standing 5'11". He's also hitting above 400. 3 hitters in the lineup above 400 for this Culpeper squad. Breaking ball is inside, 1-0. So Gibberti, Terosian, and Kian Vu all hitting above 400. Here's a little flare down the left field line. Fair territory, trying to make a basket catch. Nope, it goes foul. The shortstop, Boyce, on the run. Got over there, tried to make a sliding.
Shortstop number 15, Connor.
Tried to make a sliding catch. No, that was a foul ball. The batter Terosian stayed at first, but the plate umpire threw his hands up, calling it a foul ball. As Connor Mariniak was already ready to go. Instead, Terosian will come back. It was just a little flare that was in foul territory when Boyce couldn't haul it in. And another foul ball off the other way. This one out of play, though. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Hunter Smith into his wind and deals and just misses the outside corner. Evens the count at 2-2. My vantage point here is field level at first base. So we cannot see the corners, just have to go by where the catcher receives it. And there's a bouncing ball up the middle. Good play at second base by Jakonski. Throw to first, but not in time. As Terosian beats it out. Great play going up the middle by Jakonski. But Terosian just ahead of the throw. First hit of the night. So now here's Connor Mariniak. He's hitting .286. He's out of Misericordia. 6-foot right-hander. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Also here in Woodstock, batters are looking into the sun. Do have some cloud. Off to the west. Give the batters a little break here and there. Here's a ground ball to short. Could be two. Boyce goes to second for one. Relay in time. That's a double play. 6-4-3 Boyce. Jakonski over to the first baseman, Ryan Wilson. And that's the inning. Nothing for Culpeper in the top half. Bandits coming up. Going to the bottom of the first inning. Bandits coming up after Culpeper gets nothing in the top half. Here's the order for Woodstock. Leading off is a returner. One of our favorites here. R.J. Stinson back in Woodstock for the summer. He leads off and he's playing left field. Ryan Story in center field will hit second. Batting third is Joe Jakonski, the second baseman. Tomas Sanchez in right field hits in the cleanup spot. Ryan Wilson, the first baseman, hits fifth. Jackson Howard is the DH tonight. He'll bat sixth. Batting seventh is Derek Bermudez, the third baseman. Hitting eighth is the catcher Brady Whitaker, and ninth is the shortstop Brody Boyce. And they'll be facing Jarek Podest, a tall right-hander.
William Carey University, left fielder number 6, R.J. Stinson.
Podest stands 6'7". He's from Elmira, out of Vestal, New York. And he'll go to work on R.J. Stinson. Swings at the first pitch and skies it to the left side. Back of short, out on the outfield grass, is Mariniak, and he puts it away. So R.J. Stinson eager to get back in action and popped it up.
Next up, senior from the University
For the first
of
out.
South Alabama, center fielder number 4, Ryan Story.
Now it's Ryan Story. .510 from South Alabama. Good bunt down third baseline. Fielded, throw, and save is the call. Story with a bunt single.
University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, second baseman number 3, Joe Jakonski.
Good play by Crawford, the third baseman, coming in with a bare hand grab and throw, but Story beats it out. Now it's Joe Jakonski. And takes a high strike, 0-1. Jarek Podest, no decision in his first outing. This is his second appearance, first start. Foul ball back, 0-2. Went 4 innings, allowed 2 hits, 4 runs, 2 were earned. He walked 2, struck out 2, but also hit a couple of batters. Gets ahead of Jakonski, 0-2. Joe out of North Carolina, left-handed batter. Runner goes. Pitch is popped up. Right around home plate. Foul territory. Catcher calling for it. Makes the grab. As Paul had to battle that one. And a little bit of a breeze blowing in from left field.
Now batting, senior from Texas Wesleyan University, right fielder number 7, Tomas Sanchez.
So here's Tomas Sanchez. 2 down here in the first inning. Tomas, 6'2" right-handed batter from Texas Wesleyan. And takes a strike. Tomas batting .382. 3 home runs, 9 RBIs. Runner bluffs at first, pitch is low. Ball and a strike with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. 1-1. Popped up again. On the infield, third baseman Crawford puts it away, and that's the inning. All 3 outs made in the air on the infield. 1 hit, 1 left on. 3-1 complete, nothing on the board between the Bandits and the Cavaliers. Moving to the second inning now, 4, 5, and 6 for Culpeper. David Coppage, Charles Crawford, and Kian Vu. Hunter Smith misses high to the DH, David Coppage. Out of Lipscomb, 6'1" right-hander. Coppage hitting .364. Takes ball 2. 1 home run, 3 RBIs. .2-0 at the knees. 2 balls on a strike. The Culpeper team hitting .274. Breaking ball just missed outside. 2-2. Bandits are the best hitting team in the league coming in. .295 average. 3-1. That's a high chopper, but right to the third baseman Bermudez. Over to first, and a good scoop there by Wilson. And 1 gone.
Now batting, senior from Brown University, third baseman number 4, Charles.
I'll bring up the third baseman, Charles Crawford. The lefty in this lineup. He's out of Brown University, standing 6'2". Crawford hitting .217. He does have a dinger, though, with 3 driven in. Haven't set the defense for the Bandits yet. We'll do that here, showing bunt taking up and away. As Crawford, R.J. Stenson in left, Ryan Story in center, Tomas Sanchez in right field. Derek Bermudez at third, Brody Boyce at short, Joe Jakonski second, And Ryan Wilson at first base. There's a strike, and it's 1-1. Behind the plate is Brady Whitaker, and he's the only catcher the Bandits have now. One departure and an injury. So he's the only guy they got right now. 2-1 pitch, cut on and missed. High fastball, 2-2. Had to get the Central High School catcher to help him out in the bullpen tonight. Here's the 2-2. Fastball is lifted into left field toward the line, and going over to make the grab is R.J. Stinson.
Now batting sophomore.
And there's two away.
Arizona State University, right fielder, number 11.
Now it's Kian Vu.
Kian Vu.
5'11" left-handed batting. Vu from Arizona State. Best hitter on this squad at .478. 2 runs driven in. And takes one upstairs. Swing and a miss. Good heat from Hunter Smith. Usually the DH, but he's pitching tonight and just pitching, not taking care of designated hitter duties also. 1-1. More high heat. Vu comes up empty. Smith with a 1-2 and missing upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Culpeper, 5th best hitting team in the league. 2-2. Vu waves and misses at a breaking ball. Catcher Whitaker has problems finding it. Does get to it, but his throw to first will not be in time. So it's a strikeout, but reaching on a wild pitch.
Now batting senior from Brown University, first baseman number 24, Quinn Rooks.
So runner aboard, 2 down. So that's a second strikeout for Smith, but they don't retire the out as Whitaker couldn't find it. And the Speedy Vu is aboard. Now it's Quinn Rooks, the first baseman, and Smith with a throw over. Keeping the runners close. The Bandits' last couple of games at home have been susceptible to steals. And guys have been running at will on them. Fastball high from Hunter. Smith, Morton County Junior College. He's out of Spring, Texas. 1-0. Hit hard but foul at third. Brandon Mack is the head coach of the Culpeper Cavaliers. Played with the old Luray Wranglers back during his college years. One is up and away. Mike Bocock, skipper of the Bandits. One and one, man at first. Smith with a long pause and a pitch, high and away. Two balls and a strike. Quinn Rooks batting just 133, a couple of runs driven in. Smith, runner bluffs, pitch is a strike at the knees. And actually it's 3-2, missed a ball in there. It's a full count. All right, payoff pitch. Vu is moving, and it's fouled back. And we'll do it again, 3-2. Smith sets and deals. Breaking ball is lifted into left field toward the line. Foul territory, long run. But R.J. Stinson's going to get there in foul ground to make the grab. Called off Boyce to shortstop, and that's the inning. One left on for Culpeper after an inning and a half. No score here in Woodstock. No scores. We go to the bottom of the second inning. 5, 6, and 7 for Woodstock. Ryan Wilson, Jackson Howard, and Derek Bermudez hitting for the home team. And their strike one to Wilson, first baseman. 6'1" righty from Middle Georgia. Looks at a breaking ball in the dirt from Jarek Podest. Wilson just 1 for 5 on the season. That one is a double. That's upstairs, 2-1 now. Two-one pitch. That's fouled away. 2-2. Defensively for Culpeper tonight, Jack Terosian's in left field. Matt Gibberty is in center. Kean Vu in right. On the infield, Charles Crawford at third. Connor Mariniak short. Second base, Ethan Serrano. At first, it's Quinn Rooks. There's a swing and a foul tip held by the catcher, Alonzo Paul. And a strikeout for Jarek Podest, his first of the night.
Designated hitter number 34, Jackson Howard.
I'll bring up Jackson Howard. Another of the South Alabama players on this Bandits team. There's strike one. Jackson, the DH tonight. He's 3 for 10 on the season. Couple of runs driven in. Look out. That's high and off the catcher's glove into the backstop. Ball and a strike. Podest with the 1-1, and that's fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Podest, imposing figure out there, 6'7". Works out of the stretch. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Came in on the hands. And back-to-back strikeouts for Podest.
From Nova Southeastern University, third baseman.
Gonna bring up Derek Bermudez.
Derek Bermudez.
And Podest starts him with a strike. Bermudez from Nova Southeastern. Right-hander, 6 feet tall. 222 average. Has a home run, 6 RBIs, hit a grand slam against Winchester the other night and just waving at a breaking ball there, down 0-2. Podest way ahead, and breaking ball misses outside. Ball, 2 strikes. popped up, but that's backing out of play. Not much room in foul territory behind the plate. Or really throughout the park. The only place is down in right field, where the visitors' bullpen is in play. 1-2 pitch and another breaking ball just off the end of the bat, but Bermudez stays alive. So again, 1-2 coming, and down and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Break-even pitch. Foul tip. And Bermudez hanging in there. Two coming on the way and laced down the left field line, but that will hook foul. So the battle continues here between Bermudez and Podest.
Right there.
2-2. Fouled away again. Bermudez was down 0-2. Was hanging in there. Has it at 2-2 now. Has been fighting off some strikes. Awaits again the 2-2 pitch. That's a breaking ball in the dirt. Full count now. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch is on the ground to short. Circling around is Mariniak. Good play. Pulls the first baseman off the bag. Brooks tags Bermudez to end the inning. Good at bat, though, by Bermudez. But the Bandits go in order, and we're through 2 scoreless between Woodstock and Culpeper. Going to the 3rd inning now, no score between Culpeper and the River Bandits. 8-9-1 for the Cavaliers. Alonzo Paul, Ethan Serrano, and then Matt Jeopardy. Hunter Smith deals, and there's a half-swing line drive over into the on-deck circle. Everybody's okay over there. Made him jump a little bit. 0-1. Down and in. Yeah, not much room over to the on-deck circle either side. 1-1 pitch. That is low and away. Two balls and a strike. That is fouled off. And it's now 2-2. Alonzo Paul out of Ohio State. Right-hander at 5'9". Comes in hitting 200. Waits a 2-2 from Smith, and that's upstairs. Full count. We do have cloud cover helping out the batters here tonight. And a cool evening. And there's ball 4, missing high with a fastball. And Hunter walks his first of the game.
Now batting, sophomore from Virginia Commonwealth University, second baseman, number 6, Ethan.
That'll bring up
Serrano.
Ethan Serrano. 5'10" right-hander from VCU. Serrano hitting 200. 3 runs driven in. Showing bunt already. And bunts it. First base side of the mound. Only play for Hunter Smith will be first. Underhand toss to get Serrano, but he does his job and gets Paul to second.
Simple. Let's go.
Now batting,
So a man in scoring position for the Cavaliers.
Gibberty.
I'll bring up Matt Gibberty, the center fielder. Struck out his first time up. Gibberty from Harvard. Out of Rocky River, Ohio. And misses upstairs. Came in batting .409. But 0 for 1 tonight. 1 ball. Long looking to Smith. He's ready. Look back at second a couple of times. And out of the plate. That's on the ground to short. Charging in. Boyce throws on the run and got him at first on a close play. But rung up.
Now batting, left
And 2 gone.
fielder,
Paul
Jack
moves to third. Good play there by Boyce. Had to charge and throw on the run. Now it's the left fielder, Jack Terosian. Infield single first time. Bump up his .406 average that he entered with tonight. So man at third, 2 outs. Scoreless here in the top of the third. Fastball, strike at the letters. Mentioned both teams were in the top 5 in hitting, but they're in the bottom 5 in pitching as far as ERA goes. Bandits. There's a foul ball. Our 8th, 5.29 ERA, and Culpeper dead last with an 8.49 earned run average. Smith way ahead here, 0-2. Left-handed batting Terosian. Pitch well inside. Ball and 2 strikes. Smith deals and hits a soft liner to third. Glove there by Bermudez. And that's the inning. Culpeper gets a man to third, but that's where he stays. Middle of 3. No score. Bottom of the third for Woodstock. 8-9-1. Brady Whitaker, Brody Boyce, and R.J. Stinson. Scoreless game. Just one hit off of Jarek Potus so far. And that's low. 2-0 to Brady Whitaker. 5'8" righty from Potomac State. Batting .438. Leaves that one high. And it's 3-0. Couple of runs driven in for Brady. As I mentioned, he's the only catcher right now. If there's an emergency, Tomas Sanchez can step in. There's a strike on the outside corner. 3-1. But Whitaker's going to have the work for the next couple of days or so. 3-1. Way outside, and the Bandits have their second base runner of the night. First walk by Potus.
Next up, a senior from West Virginia University Institute of Technology, shortstop number 14, Brody Boyce.
Brings up Brody Boyce, the shortstop from West Virginia Tech. 5'10" right-handed batter. Pops it up, foul and out of play. Boyce, a 125 average. 3 RBIs. Hits with nobody out in the man at first here in the bottom of the third. And takes a strike on the outside corner. 0-2. Oh-2. Swing and a miss. Fastball up around the letters, and Brody couldn't get it. One gone. Here's R.J. Stinson.
Fielder, number 6, R.J. Stinson.
R.J. anxious to get back to it. Swung at the first pitch. He saw on his return, popped out to short. And takes strike one. Got some high strikes being called tonight. 0-1. That is popped up and out of play over our head as we sit here first base side. Those of you watching the video stream, we're right under the camera. That's where the press box is. And if it were behind the plate, you couldn't see anyway because, well, most nights you'd be looking right into the sun. Here's another foul ball off to the right. Count holds at 0-2. R.J. Stinson, he's from South Alabama, from Marion, Arkansas. Down 0-2. Potus sets and deals. Misses high. Purcellville currently leads the league 8-1. They've reeled off 5 in a row. They've got a 3-game cushion between the Bandits, Harrisonburg, Charlottesville, and Strasburg. 1-2 pitch. And that is hammered into left field for a base hit. Down the line. As Terosian gets it back in. Hold the runners to one base. And R.J. Stinson with a one-out hit. Puts runners at first and second. Here's Ryan Story, a bunt single back in the first. Story, South Alabama, from Helena. And strike called, another strike at the top of the zone. 0-1, third baseman Crawford in on the grass. First baseman also in tight. That one is too high. 1-1. Story entered with a .318 average, 3 runs driven in. Has a man in scoring position right now. Bandits try to break the ice here in the last of the third. 1-1 pitch. That's up and away. Something off speed. 2-1. for a June 13th and a cool evening. Had to put the long sleeves on already. 2-1. That is hit hard right toward the second baseman. Going down with Serrano to glove it. Goes to second for one. Relay. Double play. Outstanding play by Serrano. He went down on the dirt. Smothered it. Quickly got it to Mariniak. And they turned the double play. Defenses each have turned one tonight. We're through three. No score between the Bandits and the Cavaliers. Still no score after three between the Bandits and the Cavaliers. Culpeper 3, 4, and 5 in their order, facing Hunter Smith. First pitch to Connor Mariniak. Skies this one into shallow center field. Coming in is Ryan Story calling off Brody Boyce. One pitch, one out here in the fourth for Hunter. And the center fielder can afford to play shallow here because it is a shallow center field. Short porch, 338 to straightaway. It's longer down the lines, 340 down both lines. And heater misses, maybe a little tight. David Coppage, the DH, grounded to third his first time up. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Deep part is 378 to left center, 372 to straightaway right, but the fence shoots straight across the outfield from there. That's outside, 2-1. Therefore, it's only 338 in the center. There's a hill beyond center field and stands as well, which is why it's so short. Big cut by Coppage, comes up empty, 2-2. 6'11" righty Coppage out of Lipscomb. And high with the delivery is Hunter Smith. Count goes to 3-2. Payoff misses low with a breaking ball. And Coppage is aboard with one out here in the fourth inning. Second walk from Hunter Smith.
Now batting third baseman number 4, Charles Crawford.
Here's the third baseman, Charles Crawford. Flied out the left field first time up. And there's a strike at the knees. And even though, talking about the dimensions again, even though it's 338 to center, you've still got to hit it to get it out of here. Talked about that many times. That's low. There's always air currents coming off the hill. That'll keep high fly balls in the park. That's low. One out, man at first. Smith ready, holds, deals. That's popped up, backing out of play. 2-2. Runner at first. Check by Smith, deals, pop up. This is on the infield. Second baseman Jakonski just out on the grass, squeezes it, and there's 2 away.
Batting right fielder, number 11, Kian.
That'll bring up Kian Vu. Struck out in the second inning, but reached on a wild pitch. As the ball was in the dirt, and it caromed away from the catcher, Whitaker. He couldn't find it right away, and that allowed Vu to reach. So 2 down now as the sun pops out. Just as Smith delivered and Vu fouled it off. Yeah, usually by this time of the season, we're already sweating down here. That's high. Ball on a strike, or at least don't have to put the long sleeves on till later. But really not complaining about it too much. 1-1. That is in the air to left center. And I think Story had problems with it, so Stinson comes over and makes the grab. Kind of reminiscent of the Texas-Stanford ending, where guys lost the ball in the twilight sky and the game-winning run scored. But Stinson's there to put it away and end the inning. 1 left on for Culpeper, still no score, middle of 4. Bottom of the 4th, 0-0 ball game, as Hunter Smith and Jarek Podest working on shutouts. Bottom of the 4th, see if the Bandits can change it here. 3, 4, and 5. First pitch swinging, and a hot smash by Jakonski, but playing it on 1 bounce. The first baseman, Rooks, takes it to the bag himself, 1 away.
Now batting right fielder, number 7, Tomas Sanchez.
Now it's Tomas Sanchez. Popped out to the third baseman his first time up. Of course, Podest got some help from his second baseman, Serrano, with a smothering stop on a hard hit ground ball by Story with runners at first and second. And Tomas swinging away, but fouls it off down the third baseline. Tomas, Texas Wesleyan, out of DeWitt, Virginia. And fouled back. And Sanchez down 0-2. Neither bullpen going as of right now. And a wave and a miss at a breaking ball. And Sanchez down on strikes. 4th K for Podest.
Now batting first baseman number 36, Ryan.
Now it's Ryan Wilson. He struck out in the second. And takes the ball tight. Ryan Wilson out of Middle Georgia. Eastman, Georgia, his hometown. Down and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Woodstock back at home tomorrow night as well, as they will face the Winchester Royals. 2-0. That is on the ground to the left side in the hole. Shortstop gloves, but double clutch coming out of that. And safely aboard is Ryan Wilson. Mariniak, good play to get in the hole, but
now batting designated hitter number 34.
would have had to
Howard.
Get it out of the glove cleanly. Still was going to be a tough play if he did so, but double clutch pretty much made that academic. So Ryan Wilson aboard, 3rd base hit for the Bandits. And there's strike 1 to Jackson Howard. Jack struck out back in the second. He's from USA, South Alabama. And takes a fastball for strike 2 out of Spanish Fort, Alabama. Howard down 2 strikes. Podest ready. And the righty deals a bouncing ball to the left side. Shortstop takes a high hop and has to throw over to first, but he does in time to end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. No score as we head to the 5th.
First baseman number 24, Quinn Rooks.
All right, on to the top of the 5th inning now. Nothing between the Bandits and the Culpeper Cavaliers. 7-8-9 here for the visitors. Quinn Rooks, Alonzo Paul, and Ethan Serrano. First pitch swinging and a pop-up right side. It's going to be in foul ground. Second baseman making the call and making the catch on the run. Jakonski, nice play, ranging to his left. Calling off first baseman Wilson, and Rooks retired on 1 pitch. Second time he's fouled out. Now it's Alonzo Paul, the catcher. He walked his last time. And takes the ball high. Paul out of Ohio State, hails from Lake Station, Indiana. There's ball 2. Two-0 pitch from Smith, fouled at the plate. Two and one. Sanchez in right field toward the line and another step toward the line, coming in a little bit too. There's a bouncing ball to the left. Third baseman charging and throwing. Nice play there by Bermudez. Gets Paul, and there's 2 down.
Now batting second baseman, number 6, Ethan Serrano.
2-way, it's Ethan Serrano. Sacrifice back in the 3rd inning, but outstanding play in the field to start a double play in the bottom of the 3rd. And he takes strike 1. Serrano from VCU, Virginia Commonwealth, from Mechanicsville, Virginia. And looks at a strike, 0-2. Smith deals. Lofted into center field. It will drop in front of Ryan Story. Thought about coming on, making a dive at it, but pulls up and plays it on the bounce.
Now batting center fielder, number 21, Matthew.
And an off-speed pitch. Stayed up in the zone, something that Serrano could stay back on and just flip into center field. He did hit number 2 for Culpeper. And now it's the top of the order, Matt Gibberty, and he takes down and in. Strikeout on the ground to short. Gibberty from Harvard. Came in batting .409. And off-speed pitch in for a strike, 1-1. Left-handed batting Gibberty. Hits with 2 outs, a man at first. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Ball 2 strikes. Smith checks the runner, comes set, and deals, and he struck him out swinging. That's the inning. Another man left on, 4 stranded for Culpeper. No score, middle of 5. All right, bottom of the 5th inning. Still no score, 7-8-9 for Woodstock. They go up again against Jarek Podest. And misses down and away. 3 hits for Woodstock, 2 for Culpeper. Bermudez grounded to short his first time up. And that is downstairs, 2-0. All right, looks like we've got our first activity down in the Woodstock bullpen. Or at least they're moving around down there. Oh, maybe not. Looks like somebody might just be going to the concession stand. Now 3-0 to Derek Bermudez. Three balls, no strikes. Podest. And a strike is called. Bermudez is ready to toss the bat away. Instead, he'll hit here. 3-1. That is definitely high in ball 4. Second walk issued by Podest.
Now batting, pitcher, number 18, Brady Whitaker.
And here's the other man who walked, Brady Whitaker. The catcher drew a base on balls to lead off the third inning. All right, we'll see if sacrifice is in order here. Not squaring, fouls it back. Nothing in 1-2. Brady Whitaker from Potomac State out of Ridgely, West Virginia. There's a bunt in the air, but it'll get down first base side, and the pitcher will make the tag. But he does his job.
Now batting, shortstop, number 14.
And he gets Bermudez down to second. So it goes one unassisted on the sacrifice. So the bunt did pop in the air a little bit, but it got down by the time pitcher Podest got to it. Here's Boyce swinging a bouncer, reaching up and making the grab. The third baseman, Crawford, who throws on to first to get Boyce and hold the runner at second. Well, he tried to chop it by
Left fielder, number 6,
the third baseman, but
Stenson.
Crawford gets off his feet and brings that one back in. Crawford at 6'2". Extends as far as he could. So two-way now. It's R.J. Stenson. He takes ball 1. R.J. 1 for 2. He chops this one to third. Coming in this time is Crawford. Fields, throws, and in time to end the inning. Bandits strand another. They've also left 4 through 5 innings. 0-0 as we go to the 6th. Top of the 6th inning, we're still looking for a run. 2, 3, and 4 here for Culpeper as Hunter Smith back to the hill and misses high to Jack Tarosi in the left fielder. Infield single and a line softly to third. That's off the end of the bat. Foul. No runs. 2 hits for Culpeper, 3 for Woodstock. No errors. Both teams have stranded 4. Well, the pitchers haven't been overpowering, just getting guys out. 1-1, that's upstairs, 2-1. Do have activity going in the Culpeper bullpen, but we heard the call go down. It says that POTUS was coming out for the 6th. Here's a smash, but right to Bermudez. That was a hard hit line drive this time, but to the same guy. Third baseman Bermudez snags, and there's one away.
Shortstop number 15, Connor Mariniak.
There's the shortstop, Connor Mariniak, bouncing to a double play and fly to center. Mariniak from Misericordia and out of Reading, Pennsylvania. Now 2-0, way upstairs. That is grounded foul at third. David Coppage, the DH, is on deck. 0-0. Can't remember the last time we had no score going into the 6th inning. Hunter Smith ready with a 2-1 and misses with a fastball high. 3 balls and a strike now. Pitch. And just missed. Hunter wanted that strike on the outside corner, didn't get it. And that's the third walk.
Number 35, David Coppage.
And here's the cleanup hitter and the DH, David Coppage. Grounded to third and walked. Coppage plays for Lipscomb. He's out of Midlothian, Virginia. Right-handed batter, Smith deals, and just missing out. Another one that Hunter thought was a strike, but must be a shade outside. 1-0. That's in the dirt. Runner's going, throw down. It skips past the second baseman, Jakonski, and Mariniak sliding in safely on the wild pitch. So Mariniak took a chance, gets down to second with 1 out. RBI chance for Coppage. 2 balls, no strikes. Smith deals, and that hit him. Came inside and just grazed the uniform.
Now batting third baseman, number 4.
So that'll bring up Charles Crawford with 2 on. But Smith did have an open base to work with, and looks like we're going to get a visit to the mound here as they're just starting to throw. Down in the Bandits bullpen. Rick Crocher, the pitching coach, coming out. So 2 on with 1 out. First time that Culpeper's had 2 runners aboard tonight. We'll check the out-of-town scoreboard while we have a second. Bottom of the 4th in Charlottesville. Strasburg a 1-0 lead over the Tom Sox. And Percival, bottom 3. Newmarket and the Cannons 2-2. Front Royal leading Covington at home 5-0. They're bottom of the 5th there. Top 4 in Waynesboro, Harrisonburg 3-2 over the Generals. And in Winchester, the Royals are up on Stanton 6-1, bottom 3. All right, meeting over. Smith back to work. 2 on, 1 out. No score here in the 6th. And he starts with a strike on the outside corner to left-handed batting Charles Crawford, who's flied to left and popped to second. Crawford from Brown University, but he hails from LaGrange, Georgia. That's high. 1-1. So Culpeper has three players from Brown, one from Harvard, so 4 Ivy Leaguers. 1-1. Down and away, 2 balls and a strike. So Smith in a bit of a tight one here. Long look in for the signs. Now has what he wants. Comes ready and delivers. That bounces in. 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Smith sets, checks the runner and delivers, and that is at the knees for a strike. 3-2. See if Brandon Mack starts the runners. 3-2, 1 out. Smith with a set and the plate. Runners do not go, and it's ball 4. And they're now loaded. A walk to Mariniak on a very borderline pitch, and Coppage hit by a pitch, and now Crawford draws a walk. And Mike Bocock got out of his chair and looked down to the bullpen. I don't think whoever was down there was ready yet. So Smith is going to have to battle here with the bases loaded, and a foul tip by Kian Vu. Got a little bit of the catcher Whitaker, but he's okay. Vu with a strikeout, but reached on a wild pitch and fly to left field. Bases loaded, 1 out. Corners in for Woodstock. Smith working from the stretch. Delivers. Swing and a miss. Looked like something tailing down and away. To Kian Vu from Arizona State. That comes from San Diego. No balls, 2 strikes. Smith checks and deals. Line drive into left field, coming on. R.J. Stinson makes the catch. Here comes the throw to the plate. It is offline and coming in to score. Bandits want to appeal down to third. They say that the runner Mariniak left too soon. They throw down, they tag the bag. The call is safe by the home plate umpire. So it's a sac fly for Kian Vu. Had 2 strikes on him, but got something he could put out the left field. Stinson's throw offline a little bit, and first run of the game is across for Culpeper. Runners behind Mariniak stayed. So 2 down now. Quinn Rooks at the plate. Fouled out twice. And that's inside. One-0, swing and a miss. Good breaking ball by Hunter. Rooks way out in front. Rooks also from Brown out of Vancouver, Washington. 1-1. Smith deals, misses outside with a fastball. 2-1. Runners first and second. Smith ready and deals. Fouled back. Evens the count at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And inside Count goes full. Runners will get a head start. Smith sets, pitches, and off the fifth ground ball to third, and under the glove of the third baseman Bermudez on the short hop.
Now batting, catcher, number 1.
And the bases are loaded again. Just a chopper to third. Bermudez's only chance was to come in and field it on the short hop. And they're loaded, and here comes Mike Bocock to make a change. We'll tell you about the new pitcher in just a minute. New pitcher for Woodstock is Moses Brown. Moses Brown, the fifth out of UNC Pembroke. 6'1" righty. Comes in with bases loaded and 2 outs here in the 6th inning. First run across for Culpeper earlier in the inning. They're looking for more. Bandits trying to get out of it right here. And pitches inside to Alonzo Paul, the catcher, who has walked and grounded to third. Brown 1-0, making his 6th appearance already. 1.92 ERA. And there's a strike at the letters. 1-1. A Cavalier at every base. Brown with a 1-1. Fouled away. Ball 2 strikes. One and two. Brown pauses, pitches, and misses high. Alonzo Paul from Ohio State. In the righty box. Waits the 2-2 from Brown. Here it is. And strike 3 called at the knees. Off-speed pitch. Gets Paul. Brown gets out of the inning. Culpeper gets a run, though. Middle of 6. Bandits now trailing 1-0. We move to the bottom of the 6th inning. Bandits are now down 1-0, and Culpeper has gone to the bullpen here as they have taken the lead, and they turn to side armor Tyler Legier. 6-foot righty from Lipscomb out of Madison, Alabama. And the numbers for Legier. Oh, he's making his first appearance. All right. And he will face 2, 3, and 4 for the Bandits. Ryan Story, Joe Jakonski, Tomas Sanchez.
Bottom of the 6th inning, center fielder number 4, Ryan Story.
So what a change from Sunday. A 15-14 loss at Winchester. With all kinds of craziness. Lots of offense, lots of errors. Now we had a scoreless game through 5. Finally, Culpeper breaks through with 1. Let's see what the Bandits can do here. I mean, it's a different chapter every night and totally independent from the night before. And a first pitch hits Ryan Story. So the leadoff man on for the Bandits here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Second baseman number 3,
Bring up Joe Jakonski.
Jakonski.
Left-handed batter from North Carolina, from Plymouth Meeting, Pennsylvania. Runner's going. Pitches the ball. Throw down, not in time. And it caroms away, but not far enough for Story to advance. But Ryan gets his first steal of the season. He was 0 for 1 coming in. But in scoring position now for Jakonski, ahead in the count 1-0. Swing and a miss. Jakonski fouled out to the catcher and grounded to first hard. 0 for 2. Came in hitting .294. He's got 6 RBIs, and there's a man out there right now. And he's hit by the pitch. Tried to jackknife out of the way, but that got him on the leg. Back-to-back hit batters. Put him at first and second.
Number 7, Tomas Sanchez.
With nobody out. I don't think Brandon Mack's going to have too much of a leash here. He does have guys, or at least one, throwing up in the bullpen. So here's Tomas Sanchez. Popped to third and struck out. And takes an off-speed pitch down and in. Corners are in expecting a bunt here, but I don't think Sanchez is in sacrifice mode here in the 6th inning. Takes a good cut, but fouls it back. Sanchez came in hitting .382 with 3 homers and 9 RBIs. Potential to get a ball out of here. That's why he's swinging away. 1-1. Runner goes, and he'll make it as it gets off the glove of the catcher, Paul. And Story steals his way to third, and Jakonski follows him to second. I don't know. I'll think about it. 2-1. Runners at second and third, nobody out here in the 6th. Pitch to Sanchez. That is out. Oh, outside corner for a strike. And 2-2 now. Corner stay in for Culpeper. They're back up the middle. Pitch. Off speed is popped up on the infield. Second baseman coming in, making the grab. On the first out of the inning.
First baseman number 36, Ryan Wilson.
Going to bring up Ryan Wilson, a strikeout and an infield single. All right, here's Ryan, first baseman tonight. Fouls it back. Tyler Leger. And in relief. Worked himself into a bit of a situation. Hit two batters, and they're now at second and third. One out and came inside again. But missed Ryan Wilson, 1-1. Wilson from Middle Georgia. Gier deals. Fly ball into right field. Toward the line. Long way to run, and making the catch in foul territory is Vu. Runners tag, and they will advance, and we got a 1-1 game. Sac fly for Ryan Wilson. Wilson, good job going the other way. Was actually caught in foul territory by Vu. Story scores. Jakonski up to third.
Pinch hitting for the Ripper Bandits, number 15, Max Galvin.
And pinch hitter as Max Galvin gets the call to bat for Derek Bermudez. Or excuse me, for Jackson Howard in the number 6 spot. Max, left-handed batter from Oklahoma State. Stands 6'2". 231 average for Galvin. He's got a home run and 2 RBIs. And takes ball 1. So we're tied at 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. The Bandits have a man at third with 2 outs. One-0. Leger deals, and a shot the other way. That is a foul ball. Just missed the line. Galvin with the infield outswing. The inside outswing went to the opposite field. Just missed the line. 1-1. And just outside. Culpeper wanted that one, didn't get it. Two balls and a strike. Leger ready. Deals. That's outside. 3-1 now. Leger ready and deals. That's high, ball 4. Puts runners at first and third here with 2 down. Going to bring up
Now batting, third baseman,
Derek
number
Bermudez.
16, Derek Bermudez.
And we have a visit to the mound. And I'm going to bring the entire infield to the mound to talk about here. Probably if Galvin goes, and Mike Bocock also going to have a meeting with his runners and his batter. And the batter's on deck, too. They want to get in on that. We'll do our fashion report here. The Bandits are wearing their orange jerseys tonight. White numbers and letters trimmed in green. White pants. And they have the green caps with the orange bill and the logo on the front panel. Meanwhile, Culpeper in the traditional road grays. Navy blue numbers and letters trimmed in gold. Caps are all navy. All right, here we go. First and third, 2 outs. Derek Bermudez, 0 for 1, grounded out, and he also walked. Leger deals, and that's a fastball strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss on a fastball. 0-2. Jarek Potus went 5 innings for Culpeper. 3 hits, no runs, walked 2, struck out 4. 1-1. Or excuse me, 0-2 on a 1-1 score. Breaking ball as Galvin was going, taking a ball, and he makes it standing up. No play there for Paul. He had to block the ball in the dirt. So now second and third with 2 outs and a 1-2 count on Derek Bermudez. Nova Southeastern out of Miramar, Florida. Legier sets and pitches. Bermudez swings and misses. Didn't get a high fastball. And that'll do it, but Woodstock gets 1 without the benefit of a hit. We move to the 7th. 1-1 between the Bandits and the Cavaliers. On to the 7th inning now. A 1-1 game. And Moses Brown back to work. He'll face 9-1-2. Ethan Serrano, Matt Gibberty, and Jack Tarosian hitting for Culpeper. Brown delivers, and ball 1. Serrano with a sac bunt and a bloop single. Hunter Smith wound up going 5 2/3, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Walked 4, struck out 3. That's inside as Serrano backs off the plate. 2-0 now. Have to get some history in here for this 13th of June. 2-0 check swing foul ball. Christy Mathewson on here twice back in 1905. Pitched his 2nd career no-hitter. He and Mordecai Three-Finger Brown were in a no-hitter each through 8. The Giants got 2 in the 9th for the win. There's a foul ball off the fist and out of play. And Mathewson got his 300th career victory on this day in 1912. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ethan Serrano from VCU. Moses Brown delivers and tap foul at the plate. Today in 1930, the Senators and Browns trade future Hall of Fame outfielders and former batting league champions. That's the first time that had ever happened. Senators send Goose Goslin to the Browns in exchange for Heine Manouche. 2-2. Brown deals another foul ball. Today in 1948, an ailing Babe Ruth made his final appearance at Yankee Stadium. They retired his uniform number. 2 months later, he died from throat cancer at the age of 53. 2-2. That's upstairs. Full count now to Ethan Serrano. Serrano deals the payoff, and another foul ball by Culpeper, second baseman. Again with a payoff. Brown kicks and fires. There's a fly ball into center field toward the alleyway. Over is Ryan Story to put it away for the first out of the 7th inning.
Now batting center fielder number 21, Matthew.
Now it's Matt Gibberty, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. Gibberty, left-handed batter from Harvard. Brown deals, bunting, third base side. That will be a foul ball. Speaking of Harvard, in Boston. Nope, actually it was in Cleveland, but Boston's Ted Williams in 1957 hit 3 home runs against the Indians. That was the second 3-homer game of the year for him, the first American League player to do that. Oh, 1. That's a ground ball to the shortstop. Stays down for Boyce. He fields and throws. 2 gone. Now it's the left fielder, Jack Tarosian.
Number 5, Jack Tarosian.
An infield single. Soft liner to third. Sharp liner to third. He's a 5'11" left-hander from Creighton, out of Omaha, Nebraska. Bats with 2 out, nobody on here in the top of the 7th in a 1-1 game. And that hit him. Down below the knees.
Now batting shortstop number 15, Connor.
And Tarosian's aboard. Bring up the shortstop, Connor Mariniak. 0 for 2. Grounded into a double play, fly to center, and then walked in the 6th, and later came around to score. The only run thus far for the Cavaliers. Brown pumps a fastball in there, 0-1. Today in 1973, the Dodgers infield of Steve Garvey, Davey Lopes, Ron Say, and Bill Russell played for the first time against the Phillies. They would go on to set a record for longevity by playing 8.5 years together. Runner goes. Big jump at first. No chance. Ball caroms to the backstop. Tarosian will stay at second, as the pitch was in the dirt. And a stolen base for Tarosian. That's his 6th on the campaign. And he's in scoring position for Connor Mariniak. 2 outs. Brown deals. That's a ground ball foul at third. One and 2. Brown sets, looks back at second, and now deals. 1-2, and a little looper to second. That'll be caught by Jakonski, and that is the inning.
And it's 7th inning stretch time.
And 1 left on for Culpeper. They've stranded 8. Middle of 7, time to stretch in a 1-1 game. All right, bottom of the 7th inning. Still a 1-1 game. 8-9-1 for the Bandits. Brady Whitaker, Brody Boyce, and R.J. Stinson will face a new pitcher. It's Sam Slevin from Randolph-Macon, 5'10" right-hander out of Virginia Beach. And there's ball one high. Slevin 1-0, making his 5th appearance. And there's a strike. Slevin's worked 7 innings, all out of the pen. 8 hits, 10 runs, 8 earned runs. Walked 2, struck out 10. Breaking ball catches the outside corner for a strike. 1-2 now to Brady Whitaker, who has walked and sacrificed, so he's 0 for 0. That is lifted into right center field. On the run is Vu, though. He'll get there and make the catch.
Now batting, shortstop, number 14, Brody.
I'll bring up Brody Boyce.
Boyce.
0 for 2 tonight. And there's a strike. Top of the zone to Brody. West Virginia Tech out of Ripley, West Virginia, and takes outside. More history today. In 1980, Pete Rose then with the Phillies moved past Hannes Wagner for 5th place on the all-time hit list. Swing and a miss. An off-speed pitch. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball in the dirt.
Now batting,
Too
left
quickly
fielder number
gone.
6, R.J. Stinson.
Now it's back to the top of the order, and R.J. Stinson, he's 1 for 3. There's ball 1. Today in 1989, Red Sox pitcher John Dobson tied the American League record with 4 balks in 3 2/3 of an inning. Just missing outside. 2-0 to R.J. Stinson. Sam Slevin on the hill, 3rd pitcher of the night for Culpeper. There's a strike at the knees. 2-1. Line drive toward first and gloved there by Rooks, who went down on the knee. And gloves the line drive to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Bandits. We go to the 8th. Knotted at 1. Bandits call to the bullpen for their third pitcher of the night, and it's Jackson Rogers. And he is the guy who gets wins. He's 3-0, all out of the bullpen. He's been in 5 games so far, and he's got the win in 3 of them. 6 1/3 innings, 5 hits allowed, 1 run, none earned. He's walked 1 and he struck out 8. So it'd be nothing better for him to get another victory tonight. See if he can get 3 outs and Bandits can push one across in the bottom half. He will face 4, 5, and 6 for the Cavaliers. David Coppage, Charles Crawford, and Kian Vu due up. Yeah, more history today. In 1998, for the second day in a row, Braves Javi Lopez and Andrew Jones went back-to-back in consecutive innings. All right, here's Coppage. Ground out. He's been walked and hit by a pitch, and he takes strike 1 there from Jackson Rogers, the new pitcher for Woodstock, 5'8" righty from Bridgewater. And just low. He's out of Heathville, Virginia. Wilson in on the grass at first. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and strike on the outside corner. One and 2. Pitch. Breaking ball is hammered to center. And deep. Going back is Story to the track, to the wall. It's gone. And the cleanup man, David Coppage, comes through with a blast to center field over the short porch. 338. Got a breaking ball that hung up in the zone. And charged it out of here. And Culpeper's back on top, 2-1 here in the 8th inning. For Coppage, home run number 2. And his 4th RBI as a team. They've now got 7 long balls. So now 2-1 in favor of Culpeper. Here's Charles Crawford, the third baseman. Strike 1. Crawford over 2, does have a walk. And there's a ball outside, 1-1. There's a fastball at the knees, 1-2 now. Today in 2003, Roger Clemens got his 300th win and also his 4,000th strikeout. 1-2 swing and a miss. Crawford down on strikes for out number 1. Now it's Kian Vu, the right fielder. 0 for 2. Drove in a run in the 6th with a sac fly. Rogers deals a strike. Today in 2012, Matt Cain of the Giants threw a perfect game, did against the Astros, 14 strikeouts. That tied the most strikeouts in a perfect game with Sandy Koufax. Curveball inside, 1-1. Kian Vu, left-handed batter, Arizona State. And today in 2019, Shohei Ohtani became the first Japanese player to hit for the cycle in Major League history. 1-1. And that's in there. Ball 2 strikes. Of course, we had a cycle hit last night. Philadelphia's JT Real Muto almost spoiled it by homering twice. Double hit about 2 feet from clearing the fence in the 9th inning. 1-2. That's hit hard and up the middle for a base hit.
Now batting, first baseman number 24, Quinn Brooks.
So now it's Quinn Rooks. Has an infield single in 3 trips tonight. And Culpeper had 3 hits coming into this inning. They have 2 hits in this frame right now. One was the home run from David Coppage to put them back on top. Quinn Rooks from Brown looks at a breaking ball strike. So both hits have come with 2 strikes. 0-1 pitch. That is in the air, and that could be difficult. Nope, it's in foul territory. I was going to say, it's kind of like we're at twilight here. That ball went up, and I lost it. But it turned out of play. Mentioned it earlier, the twilight fly ball lost at Stanford last night by the Texas outfielders. The Cardinal to score the walk-off run. Look out, whoo! That was a screamer by us, first base side. Oh, and 2. Pitch by Rogers. Inside. Did it hit him or not? He just did get out of the way of it. It was tight. Some pretty good regional, super regional action over the weekend. Hope the College World Series is good one too. And that pitch is just outside. It must have been. Bandits wanted it, didn't get it. Evens the count at 2-2. 1 out, 1 on. Here in the top of the 8th. Rogers will throw to first. Again with the 2-2. Rogers deals. And breaking ball. They appeal the swing. Base umpire says he went. And Rooks looked like from this angle that he stopped. But the base umpire is behind the mound in this situation with a runner at first. He ruled it. Rooks went around. So 2 gone. Here's Alonzo Paul, the catcher. 0 for 2 with a walk. Runner at first bluffs. Here's a fly ball down the left field line. Foul territory. Stinson's going to give it a look but run out of room. A sky-high fly ball by Alonzo Paul. Oh, and 1. Rogers sets and deals. There's a ground ball to third. Going to second is Bermudez. Throw a little bit wide, but Jakonski kept his toe on the bag, and that ends the inning. But the home run by Coppage puts Culpeper on top. Middle of 8. Bandits trail at 2-1. All right, Bandits down again, trailing 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. 2, 3, and 4. Ryan Story leads off and looks at a strike. He'll be followed by Joe Jakonski and Tomas Sanchez as they will hit again against Sam Slevin from Randolph-Macon. Story takes high. A bunt single, a double play, and a hit by pitch for Ryan from South Alabama. Ball on a strike. Story takes a strike. Check out some major league scores. The Orioles doing it again. They lead Toronto 10-2. Ball 2 strikes. Slevin deals. Swing and a miss. Story down on strikes. One gone here in the last of the 8th.
Now batting,
Joe
number
Jakonski
3,
now.
Joe Jakonski.
0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch. Jakonski from UNC. He takes a hack, comes up empty. Oh, 1. Another swing and a miss. Not getting to the high heat. Nothing in 2. That's up and away. Top 6 in Boston. The Rockies lead the Red Sox 4-3. Battle in Gotham. Yankees and Mets tied at 6 in the top of the 6th inning. 1-2. Breaking ball. It's low and outside. In Minnesota, bottom 5, Milwaukee 3-2 lead over the Twins. Top 4, Giants in St. Louis on top of the Cardinals 3-2. 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. Rangers 2-1 over the Angels there in the top of the 4th in Texas. Bottom 3, Reds lead the Royals 5-4 in KC. And in Houston, the Nationals and Astros are scoreless. Here's a pop-up left side. Long way to go for short and left field. Shortstop calls it, and did he grab it? He did in foul territory. Tough play there for Mariniak. Almost overran it, but he held on, and Jakonski is out number 2.
Tomas Sanchez.
So now it's Tomas Sanchez with nobody on and 2 out. Two pop-outs and a strikeout for Tomas. Sanchez takes inside. Bandits have popped out to infielders 5 times tonight. 3 of those came in the first inning. That's high, 2-0. Number of later games in the majors tonight. This is hit hard up the middle for a base hit. 4th of the night for Woodstock. And first one since the 4th inning.
Now batting, number 36, Ryan Wilson.
Now it's Ryan Wilson. 1 for 2, an infield single, a sac fly. And he fouls one over our heads, first base side. 1 strike. Two-one Culpeper here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Bottom of the 8th inning. 1 strike to Ryan Wilson. Stepping off is Tomas, or he's going. Pitcher steps off, and now he'll be tagged out. So Tomas got started early. He took off for second. He got started too soon, and Slevin was able to step off the mound and get him in a rundown. He's quickly tagged out, and that is the inning. We go to the 9th. Woodstock trails at 2-1.
Leading off the top of the 9th inning, number 6, Ethan Serrano.
All right, top of the 9th. Culpeper up 2-1, and they have 9-1-2 in the order. Ethan Serrano, Matt Gibberty, and Jack Tarosian due up, and it's going to be a new pitcher. Reed Blakely takes the mound. Newcomer for the Bandits, 6'3" righty from William Carey, making his first appearance of the season, and misses low and away. Blakely out of Brandon, Mississippi. Serrano 1 for 2, singled back in the 5th. Had a sacrifice bunt earlier in the game as well. Breaking ball low. Two balls, no strikes. Blakely works, and he misses downstairs again. Blakely about a 3/4 delivery. And falls behind to his first hitter. .30 offering is, looked like it was right down the middle. But again, we can't see the corners from here. Called a ball, and a 4-pitch walk to Serrano.
Now batting, number 21, Matthew Gibberty.
That'll bring up the center fielder, Matt Gibberty. You'd think this is a sacrifice situation. He's 0 for 4. Pitch, and takes low. Quick run through the out-of-town scoreboard. Strasburg a 5-2 lead in Charlottesville. They're in the top of the 7th. 1 ball. That's low. 6 straight balls for Reed Blakely. Newmarket pulled out in front of Percival, 11-3. Cannon's 5-game winning streak. They're trailing in the top of the 5th at home by 8. 2 balls, no strikes. Blakely deals. That's fouled away. Gibberty swinging away. after 6 straight bad ones by Blakely. Front Royal 5-3 over Covington. They're in the bottom of the 8th in Bing Crosby. Harrisonburg 10-5 at Waynesboro with a lead there in the 7th inning. Just missing outside, 3-1 now. And Winchester thumping Stanton. They're in the top of the 6th. Royals up 12-1. 3 balls and a strike. Blakely deals. There's a strike. Count goes full. Somebody from the Woodstock dugout said, same pitch. The plate umpire said something to the dugout. And now Mike Bocock wants to have a word with him. I don't know if it was a warning sent to somebody or what. I don't know who he was talking to. But discussion over. And we'll go with the 3-2 count here. Blakely sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. Gibberty just waving at it. May have chased ball 4.
Number 5, Jack Terozzi.
But he is struck out for the 3rd time tonight. And 1 gone here in the ninth. Jack Terozzi and the left fielder stepping in. 1 for 3. Infield single and been hit by a pitch. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes high. One ball. There's a strike. Not showing bunt this time. 1-1. 2-1 Culpeper here in the top of the 9th. Both teams got 1 in the 6th. Cavaliers got 1 in the 8th. On David Coppage. Home run. Runner at first goes. Pitch is swung on and rolled right through the hole. It's short. Into left center field. Runner is heading to third. He'll make it without a throw. Serrano first to third on the hit and run single by Jack Terozzi. And hit and run executed perfectly. Puts men at the corners here with 1 out for the shortstop, Connor Mariniak. And looks like that's going to be it for Blakely as Mike Bocock's coming to the hill. And he will go to the pen again. We'll tell you about the new pitcher in just a minute. New pitcher for the Bandits is Bear Bowers, the 5'11 righty from Randolph-Macon out of Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. Bowers, no decision in 3 previous appearances, 4 innings of work, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Hasn't walked a batter, and he struck out 6. And he comes in, try and quell this rally by Culpeper. Already up 2-1. They have men at first and third with 1 out. Connor Mariniak, the shortstop, at the plate. Pitch is a foul ball, and that got a piece of the umpire. Looked like it got him up high around the mask and the collar. So the umpire takes a second to regroup. 1 strike on Mariniak. It's 0 for 3 with a walk. Mariniak out of Misericordia. It's with runners at first and third, 1 out here in the 9th. Runner at first goes. Pitch is a breaking ball. And no throw. Whitaker kind of bluffed a throw, but didn't fool anybody. So Terosian gets his 2nd steal of the night. Now it's 2nd and 3rd, and the infield comes in for Woodstock. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch bounces in, caroms to the third base side. And coming in to score is Serrano. And it's now 3-1. So wild pitch gets the run in. Terosian now up to third. For Bowers, his first wild pitch of the season. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Down under the knees. But Mariniak chased. 2-2 now. So the deficit's going to be at least 2 for the Bandits in the bottom of the 9th. Pitch, that's in the dirt. Count goes full. Bowers ready and deals, and that's low for ball 4.
Now batting number 35.
Second walk of the inning.
Coppage.
And first and third again. Here's David Coppage. He did the damage in the 8th with a solo homer to put Cavaliers on top. And he comes up here with men at the corners. 1 down, 3-1. Culpeper with the lead. Bauer sets and pitches, and that's a fastball inside. Runner first goes. Pitches the ball. Throw down to second is offline. Runner from third coming on in. So the throw went all the way through to second base. And winds up being a double steal. As Mariniak takes second and Terosian trotted on home once the throw went through. So now 4-1. And a man at second. And a 2-0 count on Coppage. Curveball in there for a strike. David Coppage out of Lipscomb. Bowers deals. Ground ball to the left side. In the hole, short throw to first, and that goes wide. And everybody's safe.
Now batting, number 4, Charles.
Caromed off the
Crawford.
fence and right back toward the first baseman, Wilson. And that's the first error of the game, I believe. Yep. And men are at first and third again. Boyce was over there in the hole. Came up throwing just a little bit wide, and Wilson stretched out but couldn't get it. And didn't come off the base either. And none of the runners able to take an extra base. At first and third with Chuck Crawford at the plate. Takes ball 1. Crawford 0 for 3 with a walk. This has become a long inning. Curveball in there for a strike. 1-1. 4-1 Culpeper. 1 hit this inning. 1 hit. Couple of walks. Throw to first, and leaning was Coppage, but he gets back in. One pitch. That's a strike at the knees. 1-2. Ball 2 strikes. Bowers will throw to first again. Ooh, that was close there. Oof. That was a bit into the runner, and Wilson made a nice catch and swipe tag onto the helmet of Coppage. It's right here in front of us. Coppage barely back in. That's 2 close ones there. He's going on the 1-2 pitch. It's a pitch out. Throw down is cut off, and, well, I don't know if it's cut off or not, but maybe some confusion there about who was supposed to cover, because both Jakonski and Boyce came together. Boyce made the grab, the shortstop, on a swipe tag, but came up empty. Runner held at third, so it's second and third. Still 1 out. Infield comes in. 2-ball, 2-strike count. That is a line drive. It's foul. Down the right field line. At the bat of the lefty Crawford. Out of Brown. Again with the 2-2. Bear Bowers kicks and delivers, and that is high for a ball. Not too much has been called high tonight, especially those borderline pitches right at the letters. So the count goes full. Payoff, and that is strike 3. Crawford goes down looking. And a pitch maybe just a little bit lower than the previous one. And Bowers gets the call and the strikeout. And Kian Vu coming up, but before he does, looks like we're going to get another pitching change. As Mike Bocock's coming back to the hill. Tell you about the new thrower in just a minute. New pitcher on for Woodstock is a lefty. It's Carson Everett, 6-foot lefty from Chowan out of Greenville, North Carolina. Everett, no decision in 4 previous appearances. He's gone 3 2/3, allowed 2 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 6 walks, 5 strikeouts. And he comes in with runners at second and third and 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning. Well, we were running ahead of everybody else tonight, but one final has already come in. Front Royal tops Covington 5-3. Yeah, we were right around 2 hours when this half inning began. I didn't say anything. You all may have, but I didn't. Well, here's Kian Vu, a right fielder. Left-handed batter from Arizona State takes a strike. He's 1 for 3. Single and a sac fly tonight. 4-1 Culpeper. Everett delivers. Pop up. Out on the grass, left field. Shortstop goes out. Left fielder comes in, and R.J. Stinson. Bit of an awkward catch, but he hauls it in, and the inning is over. But 2 more for Culpeper. And they lead it 4-1. Bandits coming up. They need 3 to tie and 4 to win. We move to the bottom of the 9th inning. Bandits trailing at 4-1. They'll send up 5, 6, and 7. Ryan Wilson, Max Galvin, and Derek Bermudez are due up. We'll see if they do indeed hit. But the Bandits need some base runners, and they'll go up against Sam Slevin. Here's Ryan Wilson. Takes ball 1. Single and a sac fly for Wilson. Swing and a miss. Fastball around the letters. Sam Slevin. In his 3rd inning of work, and he is hit solidly in his back. Right between the numbers. But Wilson is aboard.
Wilson hit by pitch. Now up, number 15, Max Galvin.
Here's Max Galvin, pinch hit in the 6th inning. He walked. So, first part of a comeback has happened. You get your leadoff man on. Now here's Galvin. And a high fastball for a strike. Max from Oklahoma State, hails from Bradenton Beach, Florida. Down a strike. Slevin deals. Off speed, outside. 1-1. Slevin looking to get the victory here. Trying to finish it himself. 1-1. Fouls it back. Slevin came in 1-0. Giving up 8 earned runs in 7 innings, but nothing so far. Ball 2 strikes now. Max Galvin. Pitch. Max fouls it off, gets a piece to stay alive. One and two, left-handed hitting Galvin against the righty Sam Slevin. Pitch. Off speed is outside, 2-2. Here we go with a 2-2 and a swing and a miss. Galvin down on strikes. One gone here in the ninth.
Now batting, number 16, Derek Bermudez.
Here's Derek Bermudez, 0 for 2. He's walked. Ground ball toward third, and a hop unable to be fielded by the third baseman. He does recover, throws to first, and it gets away from the first baseman, Rooks, to the fence. Wilson heads over to third. It was blocked there by Crawford. Didn't think he was going to have a play at all, but he came up firing. Don't know if he had a play on Bermudez, but it was close, and then Rooks just missed the ball at first base. So the tying run comes to the plate now, and the catcher Brady Whitaker. So there is an error in there. Error on the catch, or on the miss, I guess I should say, by Rooks. So giving him a single, infield single, okay. Here's a foul ball back by Whitaker. Brady has walked, sacrificed, and fly to right. So Bermudez with that chopper to third, and Crawford in between hops could only block it nearly. Had him at first. Wound up being a whiff on the catch by Rooks, the first baseman. So first and third, one out. And there's a strike at the knees. 0-2. Runners at first and third. Whitaker down 2 strikes. Pitch. Swing and a foul tip held by the catcher. And there's 2 gone.
Now batting, number 14, Brody Boyce.
Pinch hitter coming up. It is Caleb Sturdivant hitting here. 5'10" righty from Pittsburgh, from Stevens, Pennsylvania. So here's Sturdivant pitch hitting with 2 outs, and he represents the tying run. Slevin deals. Sturdivant. A mighty swing. He was trying to tie it up with 1 cut, could not. 0-1. Sturdivant hitting for Brody Boyce. 0 for 3. Sturdivant, .333 average, 1 home run, 6 driven in. One strike. Slevin deals. Tried to stop his swing on a breaking ball, did not. 0-2. Woodstock down to their final strike. They're not going to hold Derek Bermudez at first. with 2 strikes and 2 outs. Setting the pitch and a half swing foul ball. Down to the last strike. Pinch hitter Sturdivant waits the 0-2. And that is lifted into left field. It will get down for a base hit. 1 run scores. Another run heads to third base. He makes it with a slide. Ahead of the throw and coming through with 2 strikes. Caleb Sturdivant drops it into left field.
Number 6, R.J. Stinson.
Shortstop Mariniak gave it an effort but couldn't make an over-the-shoulder catch. So Wilson scores. Bermudez moved on to third. Sturdivant now at first. A little looper. Now it's R.J. Stinson. He's the winning run. Ball 1. He's 1 for 4. 4-2 Woodstock. 2 outs here in the 9th. Pitch. That's in there. 1-1. Slevin sets and deals. RJ swings and misses. Fastball might have been out of the zone. One ball, 2 strikes. Slevin ready and deals. And a foul ball back. 1-2. A gapper could tie it. Riders lead. Slevin ready and pitches. And that's a breaking ball in the dirt. Something off speed there. First time Woodstock's had 2 hits in 1 inning. They have 6 for the game. Culpeper also with 6. 2 balls, 2 strikes to R.J. Stinson. Pitch, a chopper to the right side. Second baseman charges. The throw is not in time. A slow bouncer, and R.J. beats it out. Looked like Serrano had a little bit of difficulty getting it out of his glove. But Stinson beat it out of the box. And beats the throw. Coming in to score Bermudez. It's now 4-3. Tying run at second in Sturdivant, and now R.J. Stinson, the winning runs at first. Here's Ryan Story. Are we getting a pinch hitter here? Nope, it's Story. Mike Bocock coming down. He may get a pinch runner. Yep. As Sturdivant is taken down for Ty Johnson.
Now pinch running for Caleb Sturdivant is number 5, Ty Johnson.
The Bandits battling here, down to their final out, down to their final strike. And now they have the winning run at first base. Pitch to Story, and he takes high. There's somebody standing in the bullpen for Culpeper. They're just watching the activities right now. 1 ball to Story. Had a bunt single back in the first. And fouls one off to the left side, out of play. Also grounded into a double play, hit by a pitch and struck out. So he is 1 for 3. So Ty Johnson from Chowan is running. He's out at second base. Here's the pitch. Story fouls it back. Ball and 2 strikes. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Speed on the base paths. Slevin comes set. Deals to Story, and that is just outside apparently. Catcher Paul held it there for the umpire to take a look. Culpeper dugout wanted it. Didn't get it. Evens the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 11 deals, and that's low and in, full count. Now the runners will get going. That's especially big for Stenson at first. The winning run. All right, Slevin comes ready and deals, and that's ball 4. The bases are loaded.
How about a number 3, Joe Jakonski.
And Joe Jakonski due up, and we got a meeting on the mound. Doesn't look like there's a pitching change, just a meeting. Calm everybody down and to kind of keep everybody focused. Brandon Mack out there, more talking to the infielders than anybody else. Maybe just a chance to give Slevin a break to catch his breath. And now the man warming up who was just down there watching, is starting to throw again. It is a right-hander for Culpeper. Can't pick out the number from our vantage point, but at this point seems to be all Slevin the rest of the way here. So now 4-3 our score, tying run at third, winning run is at second base, and here is Joe Jakonski. Pitch, that's in the dirt low. Jakonski 0 for 3, was hit by a pitch. Left-handing batting, Joe Jakonski from UNC. 1 ball. That's downstairs, 2-0. And the Bandits complete the comeback. Remember, they had a big surge against Charlottesville late. Came up short after being down a bunch in that one. 2-0. That's right down the middle. Two balls, 1 strike. Bandits at every base. Ready with a 2-1. Jakonski takes high and away. 3-1 now. Slevin doing everything he can to finish this game. Unable to finish it off. 3-1. Popped up on the infield. Right around the mound. The pitcher is calling for it, and he will barely hold on to it. Boy, none of the other infielders came by to help him out. But the game ends with the bases loaded. Jakonski swinging away on 3-1.
I want to thank you for coming out and supporting River Bandits baseball and invite you back to
And pops it up on the infield. The Bandits put the ball in the air quite a bit tonight, especially on the infield. They did it 3 times in the first inning.
Have a good evening.
And here, with the bases full and 2 outs with the winning run at second base, Jakonski pops out to end the game. He popped out to an infielder 3 times tonight. And that time an adventure for the pitcher Slevin, but he held on to it. And that's the ball game. We'll come back and recap in just a minute. Well, the River Bandits fall to Culpeper. Another comeback by Woodstock. Falls short again. They came back against Winchester. That was a crazy game anyway, but they did against the Royals. Fell short by a run. Last week, behind a bunch to Charlottesville. They trailed 5-1 in that one. And they had the winning run on base in the 9th inning of that game. Couldn't come through with a clutch hit, and Bandits scratched and scraped their way back into this one, down to their final strike. It was a Caleb Sturdivant bloop single that kept it going, brought in a run. Infield single by R.J. Stinson, played at another. There were bases loaded to Joe Jakonski, and on a 3-1 pitch, he popped it up on the infield, and like I said, it was no easy grab there for the catcher or for the pitcher Slevin. And as I mentioned, there were hardly any other infielders around him. It seemed like once he called it, everybody backed off. But he was able to make the grab and end the game. This started as a pitcher's battle between Hunter Smith of Woodstock and Jarek Podest, as they were both throwing zeros. Culpeper got a run in the 6th, a sac fly by Kian Vu. That broke the ice. Woodstock answered in the bottom of the inning on a sac fly by Ryan Wilson. And then in the 8th inning, David Coppage with a home run off of Jackson Rogers to lead off the inning. 2-1. They added 2 more in a bit of a messy 9th inning for the Bandits pitchers. 4-1, and then Woodstock with their 2 in the bottom half of the inning. But come up a run short. 4-3 the final score. R.J. Stinson had 2 hits tonight for Woodstock and 2 hits for Jack Terosian for Culpeper. 4 runs, 6 hits for Culpeper, 1 error. They stranded 11. Woodstock 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. Getting the win, it was Slevin. 3 innings of relief. Just did get out of the jam to finish off the victory. He went 3 innings. And Slevin improves to 2-0 on the year, while Rogers takes the loss. He is 3-1 for Woodstock. Game took 2 hours and 45 minutes to play. And Woodstock now 500 on the season at 5-5. Culpeper now a game under, as they improved to 4-6 on the campaign. We're right back at it tomorrow as the Bandits host the Winchester Royals. Will be here to start it again at 7 o'clock. Woodstock and Winchester. See you tomorrow night. Final score again, Culpeper 4, Woodstock 3. I'm Craig Orndorff signing off for the 2023 Woodstock River Bandits.